Like we said during jury selection, this isn't about politics. This is about an act by this defendant to shoot a 9 months pregnant woman in her head, who is someone who is very obviously pregnant, who anyone can tell is pregnant. But here's a note. You cannot rob someone in self-defense. The mugger doesn't get to claim self-defense as they're robbing you and you put up a fight. And they kill you. Oh man, I'm sorry, I was just defending myself as I was stealing his wallet.
We're not here to measure grief. We can recognize tragedy, but tragedy itself is not proof. We don't know what exactly happened in the vehicle that night. And that's the truth of it. We have a reconstruction. We know what they want you to believe. But all of the state's witnesses, including their experts, were unanimous. They don't know and can't tell you what happened in the vehicle that night. And that's the core problem of this case.
Savannah Soto was overdue. She was scheduled to give birth to her baby boy, Fabian. Matthew Guerra was also about to be a dad. He was stepping into fatherhood. And now, all three of them are gone. And instead of bringing a baby home, their families were sitting in a courtroom. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lawfully Grounded. If you've been following this case with me, you already know that this one is heavy. And on my channel, we don't forget the victims. This case is about Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra. Savannah was overdue, scheduled to give birth, and Matthew, he was ready to be a father. That's what makes this even harder, because this wasn't just about loss. This was about a future that was already starting, and baby Fabian never even got the chance to be born. The prosecution kept it simple. They said the story doesn't match the evidence. They showed timelines, phone records, what was found, and they made it clear that this wasn't random. And what made this even harder to watch? His mom and dad were sitting right there in the courtroom the whole time. And it's one of those situations where you can feel both sides. Parents supporting their son, and families grieving Savannah, Matthew, and Fabian. But something else is important. His dad is also involved in this case. He's awaiting his own trial, so this is far from over and there's still more to come. So the jury had to look at everything and ask, is there enough proof? Because that's what justice comes down to. When the verdict was read, the courtroom went silent. And then the family spoke. And this part, it hits different. They talked about Savannah. They talked about Matthew, a man who was about to become a father. And they talked about baby Fabian, who never got the chance to take his first breath. That's 3 lives. 3. And now Christopher is asking for a new trial. And yes, that's part of the system. That's his right. But that doesn't take away what these families are living with. Savannah should still be here. Matthew should be here holding his son, and baby Fabian should have been born. That's the part that really stays with you. I'm going to keep following this case because it's not over. Thanks for watching, and let's have a discussion in the comments.
If Mr. Preciado, please rise. Count 1, capital murder, murder of more than one person in the same criminal transaction. Verdict form. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. Sign the presiding judge. Count 2, capital murder, murder of individual under the age of 10. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. Sign the presiding juror. Count 3, capital murder, intentional murder during robbery. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Ray Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count 3 of the indictment presenting jury. Is there anything we need to address from the attorneys at this time?
From all of us, each and every one of us here. You took Matthew and you took their unborn son. He didn't even have a chance to live. Not one day. Me and my cousin planned together to raise our children. And she did not get to do that with me because you took her from us. And her mother right here, and her father, they cannot talk, but I will. I will talk for my cousin and her boyfriend and their unborn son. They did not deserve what you've done to them. But I'm glad that they see you guilty, because you will spend the rest of your life regretting everything that you have took from each and every one of us here.